Hey guys, so today we're going to look at networking devices. Essentially, these are any components that are required to build a network. Not necessarily networked devices, but these are required to actually have a network. Things like hubs, repeaters, routers, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, to establish the difference, first of all, a networking device is a device used to establish connectivity. That is a hub, that is a switch, that is a router, anything that actually facilitates the network itself. A networked device, on the other hand, can be a printer, can be a computer. It's a device that's connected to the network. It's network aware, but it does not work along with the network to maintain connectivity. A hub is a legacy device. You won't see many actual, honest-to-goodness hubs anymore. Nowadays, they're mainly switches. But it used to be just an open device where a lot of network cables could connect and where all the traffic was just basically routed to every port on the hub. And so everybody got packets from everybody. A repeater is a legacy network device used to regenerate or repeat a signal. Of course, you know that Cat5 cable or Cat6 cable has a length limit. And once you get past that length limit, then the signal attenuates or degrades. And so you can put a repeater in there and it will amplify that signal. A media converter is a networking device used as an adapter to connect different network mediums. You can connect from, say, fiber to copper or vice versa. You can connect from fiber to or from copper to Wi-Fi. So anything that converts from one type of traffic to another is a media converter. A modem, modulator, demodulator. It's a networking device used to convert digital data to sound. Basically an analog carrier signal. That's what it does, is it converts, if you're old enough and you can remember what signing onto the internet used to sound like, essentially a modem changes data into sound, which is an analog signal that can travel over phone lines. A bridge is a legacy network device used as a central node providing connectivity to two network segments. A switch, this is a more modern layer 2 device serving as a central node for at least two other nodes. So basically you have two computers or a server and a computer or a server and a printer, whatever, two nodes, two connected devices. They can be connected together to form a network using a switch. A switch then can read a MAC address table, because a switch is not just an open hub. It actually has some intelligence to it. It can read a MAC table, and basically it will tell the switch which port it needs to send data to based on where the MAC address is discovered. A WAP or wireless access point, also a layer 2 device serving as a central node for two other wireless nodes. So a WAP or wireless access point is a switch in wireless language. A router is a layer 3 device. Basically, it connects two networks together. If you have the internet outside your house and an internal network, those two networks are connected together by a router. A routing table then is a group of routing rules. Basically, it establishes or determines how a router sends the payload based on destination IP addresses. Layer 3 switch is a switch that provides both layer 2 and layer 3 functions. So not only can it read MAC addresses, but it can also act similar to a router. Multifunction device is a single device capable of providing multifunctions. Basically, you can have a printer scanner. That would be a multifunction device. Anything that allows multifunction, a firewall router, which acts as a firewall and also as a router, that's a multifunction device. Wireless LAN controller is a centralized device used to control and configure multiple managed wireless access points. So you're creating a network of wireless access points. Load balancing is redistributing network traffic among multiple devices to keep bottlenecks from forming. Basically, you've got a lot of bandwidth trying to go through one node, you get a bottleneck. If, however, you can redirect that traffic to arrive at the same place through multiple nodes, it cuts down on the traffic and the time required. A load balancer can either be hardware or software, and it's used to enforce load balancing configurations. Basically, that is the device that is responsible for load balancing. Voice over IP is a protocol group used to enable analog telephone conversations or telephony over the internet. This is what is replacing regular telephone service or has replaced. I don't know of anybody that has an actual real honest to goodness landline anymore. It's all mainly voice over IP. A voice gateway, that is a hardware or software device that converts old telephony into digital packets. So your vocal analog signals get converted into digital packets and get sent via voice over IP. IDS, intrusion detection, is a software device or a hardware device that detects malicious activity or security policy violations in a system. Basically, it's a hardware or software firewall. It keeps people from breaking into your network. And then intrusion prevention, the detection system basically just says, hey, you've got an intruder. The prevention system locks down that node of the network so that they can't do anything. A firewall is a network device that contains a set of rules that control inbound and outbound traffic to the network. Then a proxy server is a network device that emulates the internet for a local network. So basically, anytime if you're on a proxy network and you want to go out to the internet, your computer goes to the proxy server, and the proxy server goes out to the internet. It gets the data, brings it back, and it sends it to your computer. So it acts as a proxy for your computer on the internet. Then you have challenge activity. Once you've gotten that done, then you're ready to move on to the next section. Okay, guys, so that is networking devices. Those are various devices. You'll need to know what each one of them does and how they actually fit into a network. Some of them are legacy, some of them are more currently in use, but you will need to know what each one of those devices does. If you have any questions, please contact me via Canvas inbox or ask me in class, and I'll do my best to answer. Have a good day.